Hello my lovelies, today is a bit of a different setup because I am going to share with you my favorite niche perfumes ever, and I kind of wanted to do it in a different style, just grabbing bottles from here and sharing them with you. If you love perfumes and luxury, this is the perfect channel for you, so I encourage you to subscribe. Now let's go. And this is a list of kind of all-time favorite niche perfumes, not only like recently but long term. What are like my top niche perfume finds. One of the ones that I absolutely love, you can still sometimes find this perfume, but it's kind of been discontinued a little bit, is Illuminum's Gardenia. This fragrance is just the most beautiful, simple, clean gardenia flower fragrance. It's a perfect wedding fragrance, and I smelt it first time in Hoopers. I think it was Hoopers in Tunbridge Wells in like a department store, and it was so good, and I can't for the life of me find it like here anywhere in store, but I think they do sell through Instagram store. So this is one of the fragrances that I'm still obsessed with. They're still in my mind, but I don't own a bottle, but it's so good. If you ever get a chance to smell it, let me know what you think. Another fragrance that won't be a surprise to any of you if you've watched my channel for a long time is Gris Chanel from BDK. The Roja Parfums is the one that I am obsessed with. It's one of my holy grail fragrances. It's the one that smells amazing. My husband absolutely adores this fragrance. It's one of his all-time favorites, and I love how gentle and feminine it is. And many of you commented actually saying that you don't consider this a feminine scent, and I thought how strange that, you know, men, because not only like my husband, I've heard it from multiple men that they find this fragrance extremely feminine and they wouldn't wear it, whereas like some women say it's masculine. So it's interesting. I think our noses work a bit differently, but I love masculine leaning scents anyway, but this to my nose is very feminine. But I love the sandalwood in here, which makes it perhaps more masculine to some women out there smelling it, but you have to try it at least once in your life. This is a compliment monster, and it's a stunning fragrance. Another fragrance, this is like my all-time fragrance list, so this is Santal Labo 33, and although now I don't wear this fragrance as much as I used to, this scent is one that is like my all-time favorite because it just smells so good to me. Oh, I just love how woody this fragrance is, and this pickle note. There is like this DNA is unmistakable. Everybody knows that you're wearing Santal 33 or a dupe, a wannabe. This scent is so loud but so powerful. I just love this scent. I remember smelling it on a person on a plane, and this was like a tiny little plane because we were flying within the country, and she was wearing Labo Santal 33, and the whole plane smelled like this, and I was like, oh my gosh, so good. And it fit her perfectly because she was like doing some design work on her computer, like designing fashion or something. I was like, oh, how fitting. And I just love this scent. I think this is a very creative person scent, and that's why I love it. It's not trying to be like really pretty, it's just raw, and I love it. I love it for that, and it's still one of my favorite niche perfumes, although it's so popular. It's kind of been overdone, but I still will wear it and absolutely love the scent. Another scent that I'm totally in love with, and this is again discontinued, maybe it's available somewhere, but it's Dries van Noten by Frederic Malle. This scent is absolute heaven. I don't wear it a lot because I'm kind of scared to, because it's so good, and I've got only a tiny bottle of it, but this is super strong. It's this saffron milky caramel toffee. It's so indulgent. It's just incredible when you wear it. It's so intense. You can tell that this is a really high quality scent. You just get transported into a different world. This, like if I was to make a fragrance, I would want it to evoke emotions that this does. And yeah, I'm just so sad that it's discontinued because it's so good. But if you can't find this one, then from Frederic Malle, I would highly recommend Masque Ravageur. It's another one of my favorites, and it's super spicy. I love all the Christmas spices in here. It really does smell Christmassy, and it's an amazing animalic ambery fragrance. It's really powerful, and this animalic quality to it makes it very unisex. This is like kind of a raw in the forest ambery sort of fragrance. This is not like sweet ambery pretty fragrance. This is very much like a raw fragrance, very sexy I would say, but not for everybody. This is like, if you love it, you love it. If you don't, then you don't, because the animalic is quite strong in here, but I think it makes this fragrance so much more real and really interesting. So I love it for that. And it's, yeah, my birthday fragrance. In I think twice I've worn this on my birthday, so very special. Another one of my absolute favorite niche fragrances, and I don't talk about it quite a lot, so I think many of you will be surprised, but I actually grab for it all the time. It's 51 by Roja Parfums, and this is the Essence. They have now changed the bottle from purple to I think like a neutral. I prefer the purple, but okay. I guess some people didn't like the purple. But this scent, it's one that if I'm topping up a fragrance of, or if I'm trying a new fragrance and that fragrance is gone within like 3-4 hours, I'm like, oh, I want to smell like something and that fragrance is not good, then I'll often actually come and grab this and spray it. It's a nice, everyday, beautiful, flowery, but this fragrance is so good. I describe this fragrance as like you went to a spa, got your hair done with the finest products, and they sprayed a nice fine mist of fragrance, hair perfume on you, and you just go home and you just smell absolutely amazing. This is that sort of a smell. It just smells musky, clean, florals, but like creamy, just beautiful, marshmallowy flowers. And it's with a slight bit of like orange peel. It's absolutely heavenly, very nice. It doesn't project hugely, but it's a nice little bubble around you of you just are groomed to perfection, and I love it for that. It's just a very high quality niche scent, and yeah, it's one of my favorites. I also have to mention this baby, Xerjoff Starlight. This is just hands down the best fragrance in my collection currently. I love it to death. I blind bought it. I just looked at the notes. It wasn't even popular. Like on Fragrantica, I sometimes look and just see like, oh, I want to discover new Xerjoff fragrances. It wasn't even at the top, and I just kind of scrolled down through the notes of different fragrances, and I was like, this looks just like up my street. And I think now it's become very popular, but I absolutely love this scent. It's very strong but very light. It's celestial. I've talked about it really a lot, but this might be the first video you're watching. So this is like coriander, seed, white chocolate. It's honey, spicy, but very light and airy and sweet. This is very golden, stardust. Like, think about that. It's an experience. You buy something like this and you're just wowed. So this is a wow worthy fragrance, and it's strong and powerful, so no money wasted here. I also of course have to mention Maison Francis Kurkdjian, Oud Satin Mood, Extrait and Eau de Parfum, because I wear them a lot and I've got tons of samples of it as well. So this bottle isn't that much like gone anyway, because I try to use everything, so I save it all. But you don't even need many sprays. You can even spray 1-2 sprays. Sometimes when I'm at home, I will spray 1 spray, literally, that's all I need. But when I'm going out, I'll spray maybe 6, maybe 8, and go to town with it. This is such a strong fragrance. It's rose and oud, but it's done in a very classy, upmarket, luxurious way. It's like a clean, soft, woody. It's so plush. You literally smell this and you imagine just velvet and just a very moody, dark atmosphere. It's absolutely luxurious, very sexy, and I love it. If you love rose and oud combo, but like done in a very just luxurious and classy way, not like in a animalic oudy way, then this is insane, and the longevity is absolutely enormous. You can't get rid of this. Another scent that is absolutely a favorite of mine is Initio's Rehab. This scent calms me down, and it's the first Initio I bought, so it's got a very special place in my heart because I love like nearly all Initio fragrances. So to pick just one to start was really hard, but this one was the one. It's very powdery, white musks, lavender. It smells like the Alps, a very healthy Zen spa in the Alps with all the snow. It's so soothing. It's strong of a fragrance, but that tobacco in here as well, I think they've got, is it kind of doesn't smell like tobacco at all. It's very just earthy, and it's not like tobacco vanille from Tom Ford where that tobacco is like heavy, like you can tell that they're leaning into that tobacco. Here it's not that tobacco-y. It's just not. It's very nice and light and airy. I love this so much, and it just makes me happy. But it's one of those fragrances that if you love niche fragrances, if you love unisex, then go for it. But if you have only ever worn like Dior designer fragrances that are sweet, then try it out first. Maybe sample it. I'll link my favorite sampling website down below and see if you love it, and then purchase it, because it's very much of a different experience than the designer fragrances out there. Another one of my favorites is Sketch from Maison Violet. They're based in Paris, and this scent is really intense. It's one of those really heavily powdery fragrances. It's a traditional vanilla fragrance, I would say, but it's boozy, a bit play-doughy. If you love something like Shalimar, but from Guerlain, but you want something that is a bit more modern but still very classic, then you would love this. For myself, Shalimar, the original version, it's a bit too classic for me to wear it right now at my stage in life, but I'll want to wear it later down the line. But now I would go for like the new Fig Shalimar or the Souffle version of Shalimar. That one is much more me right now. And this is something along those lines. It's a lighter, a bit more of a modern version of that vanilla, but it's very classic. It's extremely strong and potent. I mean, you will smell for miles. It's got a huge projection, and it's so comforting, especially for now, this season. It's so warming, so nice. So think of vanilla, a bit powdery, very classical, but you've got this play-doughiness, a little bit of this like cookie vanilla. It's just a perfect little fragrance, and it's, I think, only available on their website. I don't think they sell these at any other places, only on their website, so it's also a bit more unique, which I love as well. And another one, it's a bit of a blast from the past, a fragrance that I absolutely adore, and my husband wears it, but I also love and wear it. It is Cuir Sacré from Atelier Des Ors. I just adore this. This to me is a sexy smell. To me, like, There is sexy vanillas, but there is nothing quite like a dry, woody, sexy scent. I just absolutely adore it. I guess you can tell from me loving Santal 33. This is more like if you took oud wood, but made it super niche. You've got saffron, you've got a bit of vetiver, you've got this leathery aspect to it, dry woodiness. It's so intense. It makes my mouth water, this fragrance. It's literally so good. Adore it. So if you love that sort of a scent, that oud wood sort of a vibe in a fragrance, then I highly encourage you to check out this one. I think you can get it at Liberty's. They're also a bit more of a, like, you have to find it. Oh, they actually, I think Twisted Lily has got them, and I've got a discount code for Twisted Lily fragrances, so you can get a bit off of this scent, but it's so, so good. One of the best dry woody scents. Oh, I love this scent so much. Here's a couple of my all-time favorite niche perfumes. There's so many more, but I thought I would cut this video here. Maybe you want a part 2, let me know in the comments below, and let me know what is currently, or actually no, let me know what is your all-time favorite niche fragrance, because it might be discontinued now, but you might have loved it for years. So let me know in the comments. I'll link all the fragrances I've talked about down in the description, and follow me on Instagram if you haven't, because I would love to see you there. I post a bit more lifestyle content there. It's a bit more of like my life, I would say, as opposed to here, like talking to you guys. It's, you know, a production value, so it's a bit different. I would love to have you on there. It's Monica Cioch, my name of the channel. Just search it on Instagram and you'll find me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.